Had a little disruption for translation here, but this was the electronic water meter. Because this is on this side of the Parkway sidewalk, inside of here, it's my understanding that this isolation valve also belongs to the municipality. Regardless, it should be excavated and lined with gravel. And I'll demonstrate that in just one moment. This is the main water shutoff valve for the lawn sprinkler system. And this is the check valve. And it should, see, it's got 3 inches of clearance underneath it, so you can get your hands underneath it. It's lined with gravel. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. This could have been beautiful too, but it's not. And it's a good thing to know about this check valve, this isolation valve. It's a good thing to know about that. And I'll demonstrate that here in just a moment. Because over here, this is the main shutoff valve to the house. And it's buried. And if you got an emergency, you got to dig that out. That should be excavated, lined with gravel. And so the valve can be exposed. That's the way it's supposed to be. And then over here, these two guys, these are the main sewer cleanouts to the house. It's a double cleanout. One goes this way, one goes this way. So you never get something stuck in the middle. So if you need an auger or snake or roto-rooter or whatever it is that you want to call that, you can put it in there and they go out there and they can clean whatever's in the yard. You can go in there, clean what's underneath the house. Moving on along, we are looking for the closest bib faucet to the meter. This is the weather sensor for the lawn sprinkler system. So we come right along here, and we're looking for between 40 and 80 psi, because I'm old school. Anymore, all anybody cares about is more than 80. You shouldn't have more than 80. But I don't believe you should have less than 40. And so we're coming along here. And it looks like to me we've got 70, 75 psi. That's fine. So people say you can't get enough pressure, but you know, you can get too much pressure, but you don't. You don't have too much pressure. You don't have too much pressure here either. This is the gas line. That's sitting on 0. I'm not aware of people pulling a vacuum. You know, usually it's pumped up. In fact, that's probably where it started, right over here. It's 60 psi. And it's not holding a charge. They usually fill it up with nitrogen, something like that. It's not holding a charge. You've got a faulty gauge, or you've got a problem with your gas system. So heads up on that. And then this is where the meter gets hooked up. And looks like we got some water inside of here. You don't want water in your gas.